WB4AIZ monitoring.
WB4AIZ, KD8SLG returning. Hey, Chuckles, how are you, buddy? You staying out of trouble?
Well, unfortunately, I don't know. I can't say I'm trying, but anyways, I'm here. But anyways, not a whole lot going on this evening, so just waiting for the net.
Me too, Chuck, me too. That's why I'm here. All right, man. Just wanted to make sure you weren't hanging out there and say hi. Talk to you later on. WB4AIZ, KD8SLG.
All right, WB4AIZ. You kicked out of, let's see, out, and I forget where it was. There's a 5 Sierra Lila Golf, and I had to stop and make sure that it's a different call.
Yeah, I've come across that guy. I think I actually had to check him into the boredom breaker net once. It was either K5SLG or KD5SLG.
Right. Just one little oddities, I see a lot of simulator these pop up every so often. But anyways, I'm not going to stick around tonight because I've got to put my phone on charge, but I'm waiting for the hot chick.
WB4AIZ, this is KE8VZA. How you doing, Chuck? I added you to the log. Do you want to be in and out tonight, or are you going to stick around?
Actually, I'm going to just put me down for in and out. I'm going to put the phone on charge. I'm down to 14%. And, this is usually the frosty for the kids. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah. I did make, last night, I made the club net. So, that was pretty, I actually communicated, so, make up for tonight. Hi.
All right, Brad, very good. Yeah, I saw you in there on the club net last night. That's cool. Good to hear you, and good to hear you tonight as well. So I got you down on the list as in and out. And, go find a charger for the phone, man. You're living dangerously there at 14%. Anyway, 73, Chuck. Good to hear you.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo.
Good evening, gentlemen.
KEA VZA here. Good evening there, Phil. How you doing tonight?
I finally saw the night that come up on that logger. Before he has these player. WV3K back at you. I'm going to try to stay in there as long as I can, but you can go ahead and put me down and register, and I'll see how long I can keep the eyelids open. It's good to hear you tonight. Sounding good, audio quality, and solid in the system. And Nick, I hope that you're on a good convalescence and doing better. I hope a whole lot better. And it's good to hear your voice as well. Take care, buddy.
All right, Phil, I added you to the list here. Give it your best shot. Yeah, it's cool you're going to try to hang around. We'll clear with WV3K's KE8 VZA. Please stand by for our announcer.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
QST. This is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8 VZA. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie, and I will be the net control operator tonight for the Beacon Net pre-show. This is a controlled net. I ask that all traffic pass through pre-net control, yours truly. And the Beacon Net meets here every Sunday and Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern with pre-checks starting at 9:30, sometimes a few minutes before. Our frequency is 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. You can also connect to us via Allstar. We're node number 48496, or via Echolink, look for W8WKY-R. Okay, before we touch base with our net control team, I'm going to ask if there's any urgent or emergency traffic. Please call now. KE8 VZA returning. Urgent or emergency traffic, please break in at any time as the net progresses. Now we're going to go ahead and touch base with our net control team. So as you may have figured out, I'm not on my normal night. So we're doing a little bit of a rotation to help Nick through his convalescence. I don't think he can operate his foot pedal on his rig very well right now, so we will alleviate him of that struggle. So I'm KE8 VZA again with the Beacon Net pre-show. We're going to go ahead and go up and touch base with our net control station, who will be joining us at the top of the hour. KD8 EPC Dustin. How you doing tonight, Dustin?
KE8 VZA and the Beacon Net pre-show. Good evening to you, Eric. Thanks for doing it tonight. All is well here. Been a busy day, lots of good things happening, and we'll be here and we'll be ready for the big show. With that, this is KD8 EPC, back to pre-net control.
Very good, Dustin. Good to hear you. You're sounding good on this end. We'll clear with KD8 EPC, and next we're going to go down to KD8 SLG Just Nick. I'm getting tongue-tied here already. Are you melting ice there, Just Nick? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KEVZA says KD8 SLG, and actually I just happen to be between icings right now, doing some exercises on the floor. And yeah, you know what? When I fractured my right shoulder, I learned to type with my left hand and do everything, and I could log and all that. The foot pedal, I could easily move to the left foot, and I'd figure that out. But, man, I just can't stay in one place long enough to do that. which is weird because I can't move around, but, man, staying in one place, I just cannot do it. Still can't. But getting closer. I do appreciate it, Eric. You have a great night, and I'm going to do my best to stick around. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Justin. My pleasure. Yeah, I guess you don't realize what a privilege it is to be able to move around until you really can't do it that well. I feel for you for sure, but it's only temporary, right? Let's be positive. You're going to come out of this and hit summer swinging, right? And so we'll clear with KE8SLG for now and go on down, and let's see if Nick at Night is out here. KE8QKO, are you out there? How you doing? And are you going to stick around for the big show tonight?
Hello, Eric. KE2KO. Yeah, I'll probably stick around, at least for a little bit, at least. Probably the whole thing. I don't know. See how it goes. Good to hear Nick out there. At least on mend. He sounds better than he has in some other calls, so throw that out there. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to you, sir. KE2KO.
W8WKY.
All right, very good, Nick. Got you on the log here. You're sounding good on this end. Let's go down to see if Josh is out there. W8HRF, who has one of the trivias tonight. How you doing, Josh?
KE8VZA, W8HRF. Good evening, Eric. Good evening to everybody on the pre-show. Hopefully I'm sounding good. Yes, I have alternate trivia tonight, and I'm putting the finishing touches on it now. I think it should be fun. Y'all should stick around. Nick, stick around for the trivia. Everybody stick around for the trivia. I think it's going to be a fun one. Anyways, I will send it back to you, sir. Thank you for doing the pre-net. KE8VZA, W8HRF.
You're very welcome, Josh, and thanks for coming up with the alt trivia, and we look forward to that. We'll clear with W8HRF and go down to KE8YUK. Lucy, how you doing tonight? Since Josh has alt, that must mean you have the main trivia.
Howdy, everybody. KE8YUK. I do have main trivia. I'm just double-checking to make sure that it's right. Because I've been scared before, and I've been wrong before. But we should be all right. Nothing else. Josh's trivia is pretty amazing. So, that's what I'm up to. Mine should be okay if I'm correct. But it's looking good. And I will be sticking around in case that wasn't obvious. Back to you, Eric.
See, I knew it. I used my powers of deduction to figure out you had the main trivia. You know, I'm so bright, my daddy calls me son. Anyway, good to hear you tonight, Lucy. We look forward to the main trivia. We'll clear with KE8YUK. We'll go down to see if he's out there. He's usually at the Big W on Wednesdays, but we'll see if he's maybe joined us via alternate means. KI5DAY Allen, are you out there? And are you going to stick around if you are? KE8VZA returning. Okay, hearing nothing. He may join us later, so we'll have to see. If he does, it'll be a surprise. I don't know if Larry's going to be with him or not, but anyhow, we'll clear with KI5DAY, or his absence anyway. And that brings me to the end of the net control team, and we are going to take some check-ins. I'll read off who I have so far. I have WB4AIZ, Chuck from Florida. He checked in and out. I spoke with him before the pre-net. Good to hear you, Chuck, 73. And after that, I picked up KA0KDW, Brad, from the blue screen. And I put Ray, K5CFY, in the customary 10th position. Then that's followed by Phil, WV3K, who's going to stick around tonight as long as he can. And Tom, KA8MNT. Okay, let's go ahead and take some check-ins, and please give me your call sign phonetically and alphabetically with your name and location. Go ahead, I am listening.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, K40G, in and out. Kilo Charlie 8 Lima Yankee Golf, KC8 LYG, Rick and Maslin.
Whiskey 8 Tango, Foxtrot, Mike, you're on? Mark me in and out.
Alpha 8, Charlie Tango, AA8, CT, Craig and Shreve.
KF5 TAQ in Baofeng, Oklahoma.
KE8 QFT, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Foxtrot Tango, Fred and Medina.
KE8 VZA returning. I'll pick it up there. I got everyone there. There's one call sign I need to confirm, and it ended, I believe, it was a kilo with an 8, and I believe the suffix was Tango, Tango, Foxtrot. If you could come back with your call sign again, I missed some of it.
Whiskey 8 Tango, Foxtrot, W8TTF. USL?
QSL, Whiskey 8 Tango, Foxtrot. Got you in the log here, Michael. Thank you very much for confirming, and I got you in and out. Thanks for checking in tonight, 73. Okay, any more check-ins out there before we start to work the list?
This is N5 LKR, November 5, Lima Kilo Romeo, Ken, Moody, Texas.
Victor Echo 3, November Bravo, India, Toronto, Ontario.
All right, I'm going to pick it up there.
W8WKY, repeater, PL1 14.8.
KE8 VZA returning. I got everybody there except the Victor Echo 3 station. If you could please repeat your whole call sign. I just wasn't quick enough.
It's Victor Echo 3, November Bravo, India. And my name is Andrew. That's Alpha, November, Oscar, Alpha. And I'm here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Roger. I've copied Victor Echo 3, November Bravo, India, Anup in Toronto, Ontario. Thanks for joining us tonight, and thank you for confirming your call sign. Any other check-ins out there before we work the list?
Yeah, Kilo Foxtrot 8 Golf, KF8G, Brandon Norton.
KA0KDW. How you doing, Brad? And are you going to stick around for the main net tonight?
KD8VZA in the net. Good evening. Yes, I'll be sticking around. And Lucy, I would hope you have the answer to the question correct. That'd be a fun trivia experience, that's for certain. And also, even though Chuck was in and out, there was another station that wiped you out there, Eric. I didn't catch his call sign, though. It was, I think, local to the repeater that you're on. KA0KDW.
All right, thank you, Brad. Appreciate it. Got you on the log as sticking around, and I got a note here from Dustin in the blue screen. It might have been KF8G. KF8G, or were you trying to check in?
Yeah, I dropped the mic. I wasn't quick enough. So, yeah, KF8G, checking in.
All right, Brian, very good. Got you on the log. Let's see, where do we leave off here? Ray, K5CFY. How you doing tonight, Ray? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
W8WKY.
Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha. This is K5CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Eric. Thanks for doing the pre-net, doing an awesome job as usual. And, yes, I am definitely going to hang around. Last week I hung around, but I fell asleep in the chair. But, anyway, we'll try to stay awake. Back to you there, Eric, K5CFY.
All right, very good, Ray. Don't worry, give it your best shot. We'll clear with K5CFY. And next is WV3K Phil. I touched base with him earlier. He's sticking around tonight. And we'll roll on down to KA8MNT Tom. How you doing, Tom? Are you going to stick around for the main net tonight, or are you going to get your parking validated?
KE8VZA. This is KA8MNT. Well, good evening there, Eric, and everybody else. You know, your dad called you, said you were bright, and he called you son. Well, my dad always told me I was about as bright as a burned-out light bulb, so there's that. I think I'll stick around tonight and see what happens. So with that, KA8MNT back to KE8VZA.
All right, Tom, good deal. Got you on the log, sticking around. We'll clear with KA8MNT, and we'll go on down to K4OG. Mark, I think you said you were in and out. Is that correct?
That's correct, Derek. K4OG is in and out like the burger chain. K4OG clear.
All right there, Mark. If I'd have known you were going, I would have asked for a milkshake. But anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for checking in tonight. And 73. We'll go on down to KC8LYG. Rick over in Maslin. How you doing tonight, Rick? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Good evening. This is KC8LYG. I'm going to try to. Yes, I am. I got some projects in the background, listening, enjoying the evening. Back to you. KC8LYG clear.
Very good, Rick. Welcome aboard. We got you on the log as sticking around. We'll clear with KC8LYG. And we already talked to Michael, Whiskey 8, Tango Tango Foxtrot, and he is in and out tonight. Thanks, Michael, and 73. And that brings us down to Craig, Alpha Alpha 8, Charlie Tango. How you doing tonight, Craig? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Good evening, Eric. A8CT. Yes, I'm going to try if the eyelids are cooperative. Sounds like fun with Lucy not really sure she's got the answer to the trivia question that she's going to present. Sounds exciting. I think that I'll hang in there. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to you. Thank you for doing the pre-net. As always, do appreciate all the net control operators, and I appreciate the net. So with that, this is AAHCT back to net control, and thank you, Eric.
You're welcome, Craig. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, I've had to upgrade my toothpicks a couple times for a thicker diameter to keep them in place and keep my eyelids open. So there's that. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and we got you on the log, sticking around. We'll clear with AA8CT and go on down to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. How you doing tonight, Tim? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Oh, good evening, guys. This is KI5TAQ. Yes, I am going to stick around for the big show, and I may decide to pester Alan while I'm doing it. Oh, what kind of fun I can have. But I'll let you get on down the list. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, Tim. Good deal. Got you on the log sticking around. We'll clear with KI5TAQ and go on down to KE8QFT. Fred. How you doing tonight, Fred? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Yes, I should be here for the whole thing. KE8QFT back to net. Pre-net control.
All right, Fred. Good deal. The way you said going to be here for the whole thing made me think of that old Alka-Seltzer commercial where the guy's sitting there holding his belly saying, I can't believe I ate the whole thing. Anyway, enough of that, right? So good to hear you, Fred. Got you on the log sticking around. We'll clear with KE8QFT. We'll go on down to N5 Lima Kilo Romeo. Ken, down in, looks like Moody, Texas, if I got this right here. How you doing tonight, Ken? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Me down is
N5LKR. This is KE8VZA with the Beacon Net Pre-Show. Just wanted to see if you're going to stick around for the main net, Ken.
Kilo Sierra 3 X-ray in and out.
All right, we don't hear anything from Ken. We'll leave him there. We'll circle back. Last station, could you please repeat your call sign? I didn't quite catch it.
Kilo Sierra 3 X-ray. Name is Enoch. I'm in Philadelphia. Listening in and out.
Very good. Thank you, Enoch. I got you as Kilo Sierra 3 X-ray. Thank you for confirming your call sign. I have you on the list as in and out, 73. And come back when you can stay a while and enjoy listening. So let's see. Where do we leave off? Ken, we'll circle back and catch Ken. Next is Victor Echo 3. And I have to apologize. I might have botched this again. I have your suffix as either Bravo November India or November Bravo India. That began with a VE3. If you could please confirm that again. And how are you? And are you going to stick around for the main net at the top of the hour?
Yeah, it's VE3 NBI, November Bravo India. Well, this is the first time I've come here. First time I'm checking this talk group or this group here. So, yes, I will stick around and see what you guys are going to talk about.
All right. right, very good. Well, welcome, Anup. We have two trivia questions, main trivia and an alternate trivia that will be read after the net gets started at the top of the hour. And then everybody has a round to offer some comments and tell us what the answers are to the two trivia questions. And then at the end of it, they read the answers to the trivia questions, and you get to see how well you did or not, in my case. Anyway, good to hear you tonight, Anup. We have you on the list. We'll clear with Victor Echo 3, November Bravo, India for now, and go down to Brian, KF8G. How you doing tonight, Brian? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
W8WKY.
Yep, I'll be there. I'm retired, so I don't have to get up at 3:30 in the morning. So, yep, I'll stick around. KF8G.
Brian, yes, I dream of retirement, and then the alarm clock goes off, and I have to get up and go to work. Anyway, congrats on that, and thanks for joining us tonight. Got you on the list of sticking around. That brings me to the end of the list of check-ins thus far. If you're out there and you want to get on the list, go ahead and give me a call. I'm listening.
KCA, Fox Queen Victor, good evening.
All right, we'll take them one at a time. There we go. KC8FQV Mark. It's official now. It's a net. You're here. How you doing? And are you going to stick around for the whole thing?
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick around for the whole thing. I don't know if this Lenovo computer wants to stick around for the whole thing. From Sunday night to tonight, it decided it was going to shut down. I don't shut them down. And, so yeah, I'm going to stick around. It was a nice day out today again. So, yeah, I'll send it back to net. It's great seeing everyone over at the Norris Fest this past weekend. So, back it comes, KCFQV.
All right, Mark, very good. Yes, it was very nice to see you at the Norris Fest. And everyone else, it was a very, very big success this year again. I think of like 3 years in a row that I've been around in the club. It's been a very good time. Anyhow, good to hear you, Mark. I hope your computer eventually cooperates. And we have you on the log as sticking around. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. I am KE8VZA. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo, India Charlie. And I'm the pre-net net controller tonight for the Beacon Net pre-show. We're about 3.5 minutes away from the top of the hour. And this is on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, which is located a little west of Akron and a little south of Cleveland, if you can picture that. And let's see, our frequency is 147, Mark 390, positive offset, PL tone 114, Mark 8. And I have a few minutes to take a few more check-ins if you're out there. And if you're not close enough to the radio yet, or you're going to get a drink out of the fridge, Dustin will take some more check-ins once the net gets rolling. But anyway, I'm listening. All right, no takers at this time. Let's check the time here. Yeah, we have about 2 minutes, 25 seconds. So the weather's been kind of nice this week. It's supposed to be nice. Supposed to kiss 70, I think, Friday and Saturday. Looks like some rain in the forecast up here in the northeast Ohio area on Saturday. And it's supposed to be like 60-ish, I think, on Sunday. So, and I think the rain will move out by then. If I remember the forecast, looks good. Looks good. And I think the week after that, it's going to dip down into the 50s and kind of stay there. So, yeah, it's par for the course. So anyhow, anybody out there that would like to check in before the top of the hour, give me a call. All right, hearing nothing. I got a note in the blue screen here that Josh may have a few announcements. If you can squeeze them in a minute and a half, Josh, go ahead.
K8VZA, W8HRF. All right, Eric, I guess I'll just, with a little bit of time, remind everybody that we have a meeting coming up this month. Still a little ways out, but well, I guess it's technically next week, a week from Thursday, the 20th, according to the calendar online, 7 p.m. at the Wadsworth Eagles. So that's coming up. We have a license exam session coming up April 5th. Looks like it's at Sharon Center United Methodist Church at 10, according to the website. And also want to remind everybody, we're going to have a POTA event coming up May 31st. It's a multi-club POTA event. Clubs can just activate a park, or they can participate in some special events we're trying to put together. So see more information on the website. If you go to w8wky.org, there's a calendar on the main page, and if you want to go and learn more about the multi-club POTA activation, go to Activities, drop down, and all the way to the bottom, 2025 Northeast Ohio Multi-Club POTA. I'll pass it back to you, sir. Thanks for the time. K8VZA, W8HRF.
All right, Josh, thank you very much for that announcement, and thank you for pointing us in the right direction on the website and for updating that info. Sounds like a good deal. I plan on being there. It's just a question of which spot will I be in? And Gary was strongly suggesting that a particular spot that I should be in. So we'll see how it goes. I'm leaning that direction. Anyway, I'm done. It's time for Dustin to take over. KD8EPC, the floor is yours. I'm KE8VZA.
All right, thank you so much there, Eric. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be your net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 4496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, and various other networks. We ask you to keep for a couple seconds before and after you transit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show would like to check into the Beacon Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo, Echo 8, Bravo, Hotel Quebec, KE8, BHQ, Benjamin, Mobile.
All right, I'll take them one at a time. Key, BHQ, Ben in the Mobile, I got you. We'll get to you right after trivia there. Let's go up here and get our trivia. Let's see. I think Lucy has main trivia there, K8YUK. What do you have for us, Miss Lucy? Take it away.
KD8EPC, K8YUK. Sorry for the delay there. Stretching the microphone. I'm scared further than it wants to go. All right. Main trivia, I'll post it in the blue screen. Which was the first European country to make a two-way contact with U.S. hams? A, Italy, B, England, C, France, or D, Portugal? Again, which was the first European country to make a two-way contact with U.S. hams? A, Italy, B, England, C, France, D, Portugal. And I'll pass it back to you. Good luck, everybody.
All right, thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. Let's go up here to Mr. Lucy, W8HRF, for our alternate trivia. Take it away.
KD8 EPC W8HRF. All right, tonight's alternate trivia question. No Googling, ChatGPTing, or other ways. Anyways, tonight's alternate trivia. According to the United States Social Security Administration, which of the following names was in the top 15 baby names for boys in the 1950s? So this is the whole decade, and it's according to the U.S. Social Security Administration. Your options are Alpha, Joshua, Bravo, Nick, Charlie, Alan, or Delta, Gary, the rubber chicken. Again, your options are, the question is, according to the United States Social Security Administration, which of the following names was in the top 15 names for boys in the 1950s? Your options are Alpha, Joshua, Bravo, Nick, Charlie, Alan, or Delta, Gary. Last name rubber chicken. Anyways, over to you, Dustin. I'll put this in the blue screen.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh. We're going to think about both those trivias for a while, and while we're thinking about them, we're going to go down here and we're going to catch our mobile station, KABHQ. How you doing, Ben?
KD8EPC, KE8BHQ. I'm having a crazy week, Dustin, but luckily it's halfway over. Just glad to be in the truck heading home. I'll get right on a trivia so you can get down on through the list, and I'm going to go with Charlie and Delta. That's about all I've got, and this is KE8BHQ, and I'll be clear.
All right there, Ben. Well, great to hear you out there. You mobile safely, my friend, and we'll look forward to catching you on down the log real soon. Let's go back up here. We're going to go talk to KA0KDW. Brad's right at the top of the list. How you doing there, Brad? Take it away.
Well, before I give my answers and whatnot, I need a clarification on the year. Was that 50, 60, or 70?
It was 50, 50. Over.
Alrighty, 1950. Oh, let's see here. Probably go with, I believe it was Charlie, which was, I believe, Alan, for 1950. And I'm going to go with France for Lucy's question there. So I don't remember what letter France was. So whatever that was, and Charlie, I believe, was Alan. So otherwise, not too bad. A little on the toasty side the last couple of days. 86 yesterday, 85 today. Much of the same the next 2 days, and then 53 on Saturday. Back up to 60 on Sunday, and back up to the upper 70s and low 80s for next week. It's air conditioning time, if you ask me. So that's all I have left to say about that. Otherwise, hope everyone's doing well, and good to hear Josh and Lucy, and really good to chat with Nick before the net. And, I'm really looking forward to, and maybe this is coming up sooner than we know. I don't know why. I kind of feel like we're due for a Josh and Lucy show again. Back over to you there, Dustin, KA0KDW.
All right there, Brad. Well, great to hear you out there tonight. And Josh and Lucy show is coming up 2 weeks from now. The last week of every month is the Josh and Lucy show. So there you go. Great to hear you, Brad. We'll say 73 to you, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you on down the log there. Let's go talk to Mr. Ray now, K5CFY. Good evening, Ray. How are you?
KD8EPC in the net, K5CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Dustin. Wave a hand there, Eric on the keyboard. And Eric did a great job on the pre-net there as well.
But thanks for doing the net there. Thanks for doing an awesome job on the Border Breaker net this afternoon. I didn't get to check in, but I got to listen. I was busy doing stuff. But anyway, my answers are going to be Charlie and Delta. Charlie and Delta. I'll give it back to you there, Dustin. Have a great net. 73 K5CFY.
All right, Ray. Well, thanks again there for setting up the net logger for me earlier. And for anybody who doesn't know, you can find Ray and all the other wonderful net controllers every day at noon Central Time for the Boredom Breaker net on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. Ray, we got your answers down for Charlie and Delta 73. Have a great evening, and give old Fred a scratch on the ears for us. Let's jump on over here and talk to Phil now. WV3K. How you doing, Phil?
KD8EPC, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Hello, Dustin. I'm running portable on a watt with a W2A, a 32A, and so I'm going to make this quick. I'm going to go with my mother's homeland, France, on I think it was Lucy's question, and on on Josh's question, I'm going to go with Alpha. It sounds like there's a bunch of members on the team that are on this Social Security. I think it's kind of funny, but that's just me. Anyway, fighting a cold and need to get some rest, but it's good to be on here. Take care, Dustin, and much love and blessings to everyone on the net. Have fun and fellowship with each other. God bless, and 7-3 to all. WV3K, and I'll be clear. Thank you.
All right, Phil, we got you down for Charlie and Alpha. You're sounding good there, and I hope you get to feeling better really soon, my friend. And we'll have to get together here soon, too. We'll say 73 and catch you down the log, and we're going to go talk to Tom now. KA8MNT. How you doing there, Tom?
KD8EPC, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Dustin, and everybody else that's here. Things are going along pretty good here, but let me get the trivia out of the way. I'm going to go with Charlie and Charlie. I don't know why, but it sounds good tonight. So we go from there. Had a great day today. We ended up going down to Berlin, Ohio, into the heart of Amish country, and went to a place to buy fabric, and I came home with about 300 pounds of it, I think. So Linda's in the process of wanting to make some lap quilts for some people, so she's having fun doing that. Anyhow, that's about it. So with that, I'm going to turn everything back over to KD8EPC, KA8MNT.
All right there, Tom. Well, it sounds like you had quite the day there. We got you down for CNC. Great to hear you out there tonight, and we'll catch you on down the log. We're going to say 73 to Tom. This is KD8EPC. Next on the list here is KC8LYG. Rick, how you doing? Uh-oh, let's try that again. KC8LYG. Rick, you out there? All right, nothing heard. We'll circle back to him later. Let's go down to Craig, A8CT. Good evening. All right, let me go up here. KAVZA. This is KD8EPC. Is this thing working?
KD8EPC, KE8VZA. I can hear you very well out there, Dustin.
All right, very good there, Eric. I just get a little nervous when two in a row don't answer me there. Let's keep it on moving then. Taco Tim, KI5TAQ, how you doing?
Well, good evening, Dustin. This is about the second time we've talked to each other. Well, for the main trivia, I'll go with C. And for the alternate trivia, I'm going to go with D. And that might be a new name for a rubber chicken. Now, who will have that rubber chicken? We don't know. But anyways, I'll turn it back to net control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim, we got you down for C and D, and great to hear you out there this evening, my friend. We'll say 73 and get you down the log, and if you see Alan, make sure you rile him up for us. Let's jump on down the list to the north end of town. KEQFT, Uncle Fred, what's going on?
Well, a couple things. Congratulations on the truck. I'll let you know when you can help me go down to the resale store and pick up the couch. I think the trivia is going to be Charlie and Charlie. Also, I got a text message about this toll that I have to pay $6.99. Wow, I haven't been anywhere to pay them tolls since, gee whiz, it's going on 2 years ago now when we went to Cooperstown, me and Leah, so, oh boy, I'm telling you. Other than that, not much going on. Be careful now, everybody. The roads are dry, and it's getting warmer out, so we have to learn how to drive again. We're not used to it. KEQFT, back to net control.
All right, KEQFT, Uncle Fred, we got you down for CNC, and please do not give them your information. That text message thing's a scam. I got the same text message trying to get me to pay a toll, and I haven't driven any of my vehicles out of the state in years. So, yeah, don't give them your credit card information or bank information. It's all a scam. We'll say 73 to you. Have a great evening. And, I think I heard him say he was sticking around, so we're going to give him a try here. N5LKR. Ken, you still around?
This is N5LKR. Do you hear me on this frequency?
You are loud and clear, Ken. Go ahead.
Oh, boy, I've been changing frequencies down here where I'm at. Yeah, I'm going to stick around. I'm going to say Bravo and Delta for the trivia questions. And I'm going to say also I'm glad to be on this here network. And thank you for doing it. And we'll turn it back to you. N5LKR. Back to you.
All right there, Ken. We got you down for Bravo and Delta this evening, and we're happy to have you here on the Beacon Net. So we'll say 73T, and we'll catch you on down the log. That's going to bring me over to VE3NBI. Anoop, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Go ahead.
Okay, no problem. All right, I'm still here. I would go with Charlie and Delta. I'm not sure about Charlie because I know from Canada it was from New Brunswick. I was in New England, and so I would go with Charlie and Delta. So let's see what happens. All right.
All right, well, we got you down for Charlie and Delta, and we're happy to have you here on the Beacon Net with us tonight. Did you have anything else for the net?
I'm going to go with Charlie, and I'm going to go with Delta. I could be wrong on the second one. Or on the both of them. But anyway, I give it a try. Back to you.
All right, we got you down for Charlie and Delta there. We really appreciate you joining us, and welcome to the Beacon Net, and come back and visit us any chance you get there. We're going to say 73, and that's going to bring me down to the retired Brian. KF8G, how you doing?
Well, one thing's for sure is I'm enjoying the nice weather, and you can thank me for that, because I picked up a brand new Volkswagen Golf R, and it had strictly summer tires on it, and a couple times I drove it in the snow. It was like cheating death, so I ordered a set of snow tires for it, and it's been nice ever since, so you can thank me for that. Other than that, not much going on. I kind of wish I could be around for the photo event, but I'm going to be in Alabama for the IndyCar race, so there's a lot going on that weekend, but I've got other things going, so other than that, enjoy the nice days. You know the other shoe's going to drop eventually. It's going to get cold, miserable, or rain for 3 weeks. You never know. Back to that KF8G.
All right there, Brian. We'll say 73 to you, and enjoy that race down there for sure. And glad to have you with us on the Beacon Net. We're glad you're able to stay up and have fun with us there. We're going to say 73, and that's going to bring me to Northern Mark now. KC8FQV, take it away.
All right, yeah, just take wild guess, Charlie. I'll just do that. And I haven't I heard, but I didn't read them. And yeah, last night I was over at the Cars meeting. Where I was at when I checked into the ClubNet. And yeah, they Toby got the message about the special event that's gonna occur out there in May. He was mentioning it to the club, so they'll be working more with it. We have we have 2 more meetings before that would occur. So, and we have nets every Wednesday at 9 o'clock on the 14682 machine up there. So, but they did get that. So they're talking about it. So, but I'm going to say Charlie for right now. So I just send it back to the net and catch everyone on another net somewhere. Don't grow your right to vote. Don't grow your right out to vote. Don't grow your right out to get on all the nets. KSFQV.
All right there, Mark. Well, we know it's not a net unless you arrive there, so good to hear you out there tonight. We got you down for C and C for your trivia answers there. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. Mark was the bottom of the list as it stands, so we're looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
AAHCT recheck.
This is Kilo.
YQX.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor. Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor. Kevin in Valley Springs, California.
Whiskey 2 Juliet Lima Sierra W2 JLS John in Fairlawn.
Hey, Javen, this is Chris. Kilo Echo 8 Mike Yankee K8 MMY. Live and just like you.
All right, very good there. We have a recheck from Craig, ACT. I have a station, all I got was YQF. I'm going to have to come back for your call. I have RevKev, K6KJV. I have my good friend John, K2JLS, good to hear you. And I have KE8MMY, Chris. Let me go back up there. YQF, would you come back and give me your call phonetically, please?
W3YQF, operator push, Greenville.
All right, we got W3YQF. We'll be right back to you. Let's start with Craig here. AA8CT, take it away.
W8W.
QD8EPC, Dustin, AA8CT. I don't know if we crashed on a node or on a repeater, but it seemed that I got talking and somebody else got talking and both of us got dropped. So without any further ado, my answer for the trivia question is going to be Charlie and Delta. Charlie and Delta. And with that, I'll let you continue down the list. If anybody's interested, Scott Youngley is going to speak at the work club tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So back to you. Thank you for running the net, and do appreciate everybody, Josh and Lucy, especially with the trivia. It's all good. Thank you, 73s. I'll be listening on the side.
All right there. We'll say 73T, and thanks for stopping by there, Craig. And I'm not sure what happened. I'm going to go back for this other station. It's not resolving in the net logger for me. W3YQF. Can you confirm that for me? And then go ahead. It's your turn.
W3YQF. What you doing about Pennsylvania? Good evening. Good morning. Thank you, old man.
All right, I'm sorry there, buddy. I can't really understand what you're saying to me, so maybe we'll try to circle back to you here in a minute. But yeah, that call sign's not resolving for me. So we're going to go down here now to Kevin, K6KJV in Valley Springs. Take it away there.
Okay, maybe I have it right now. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California. Thank you very much, Dustin, for the handoff. Hello to you, the crew, the youngins, and everybody else on the net. I just stopped by to say hello to you. Ain't talked to you in it's been a few hours. So, yeah. And I didn't really hear the questions because I came in late. But don't matter. You know my answers. Double D, Delta and Delta. Because you can never go wrong with a Cornwaldo bean. So with that, I'll say God bless 73 to each and every one of all y'all's families and friends. And turn the mic back over to net control from K6KJV. It's all yours, Dustin. Take it away.
All right there, Kevin. Well, great to hear you out there, and we already know your answers are always going to be double D, and twice in one day. I sure am honored to hear you twice in one day there. So, Kevin, have a great night there, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's see. Next on the list is John, W2JLS, my good friend in Fairlawn. It's been a while, John. How are you?
Dustin, it's John, W2JLS. Good evening on your ears, my friend. It has been a minute. But I was thinking tonight, it's like, I wonder who's going to be running the net tonight. And I was also thinking it's been a while since we talked. So pleased to hear it was you. Always a pleasure. Yeah, I enjoy both of the questions tonight. And like I think the gentleman from Canada was coming in a little bit choppy, but if I heard him correctly, I think he and I were thinking along the same lines with the first question. It seems like I read someplace the first transatlantic was, I was thinking Newfoundland. I think the gentleman said New Brunswick, but my memory could be wrong. It's over to someplace in the UK. So I'm gonna guess that I know the United States is obviously not Canada, so I'm just gonna take that guess with that gentleman and say that it was from someplace in the United States over to the UK. Great Britain. And then for the second guess, also a wild stab. My brother's name is Gary, but he's kind of after the fact, but there aren't tons of Garys presently. I kind of like the choice Nick. Lots of Nicks. There are a whole lot of Nicks in Ohio. Lots even that frequent this frequency. I'm going to go with Nick. That'll be my guess, Dustin. Anyway, good evening on your ears, sir. Awesome to hear you broadcasting tonight, and my best to everybody. Sorry I'm on the Echolink. I'm upstairs from the radio room hammering out some homework for the University of Oklahoma. Anyway, 73, everybody. Have a great night. W2JS, back to net.
All right there, John. Well, wonderful to hear you. We got you down for B&B there, and boy, we'll have to try to catch up one of these days. I was just thinking about you the other day at work. I delivered to that company frequent here, come out to sometimes, and I was like, man, I wonder how John's doing. So great to hear you, 73, my friend, and enjoy the rest of your evening and sounding fine on Echolink. Let's jump on down to Chris now, K8MMY. How you doing?
I'm up with a nut because I just got home from work after a really long day, so it's refreshing to hear you folks. But I did not hear the trivia questions, and so if those need repeated sometime, I can wait, or your choosing is when you'd like to do that. K8MMI, back to you, Jamie.
Well, I'll tell you, we can get the trivia questions reread, I think. Let's start with KYUK Lucy. Would you please reread us the main trivia?
K88APC, K8YUK. I am stretching this mic so far. I'm so nervous. I'm worried about the plug coming out hitting me, but thanks for your concern. All right, main trivia. Which was the first European country to make a two-way contact with U.S. hams? A, Italy, B, England, C, France, or D, Portugal. That is your main trivia. I'll pass it back to you so you can pass it to Josh.
All right, thanks so much there, Lucy. Let's go over to W8HRF, Mr. Lucy, for the alternate trivia. Would you please reread it for us?
All right, waiting for it to drop. Tonight's alternate trivia question. This is W8HRF. According to the United States Social Security Administration, which of the following names was in the top 15 baby names for boys in the 1950s? I'll post this in the blue screen afterwards here again. Your options are Alpha, Joshua, Bravo, Nick, Alan, or Delta, Gary, the rubber chicken. Again, your alternate trivia question is, according to the U.S. Social Security Administration, which of the following names was in the top 15 baby names for boys in the 1950s? Your options are Alpha, Joshua, Bravo, Nick, Charlie, Alan, or Delta, Gary. KD8EPC, W8HRF.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh. Let's go back down to Chris now, K8MMY. Take it away.
Well, those are some pretty good trivia questions. I'm going to say England and Alan, and I can't wait to hear the story behind them. So that's all pretty good. And it's really nice to be on the air with you fine folks this evening. It's been a while, so it feels like coming home. K8MMY, back to net.
All right, Chris, glad to have you with us this evening. We'll say 73T and catch you on down the log. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. We're at the bottom of the list, and we're looking for more check-ins. Please call now.
W8WKY.
Hello, neighbor. This is KE8GKO, Jody in Lafayette.
take them one at a time, and I haven't heard from you in a month of Sundays. KE8GKO, Jody, how you doing?
Doing good, Dustin. I was sitting there going like, boy, I haven't heard you in a coon's age, so thought I'd jump in there and at least give you some answers to the trivia question here. And I think I'm going to go with Italy and Gary. Probably both wrong, but I think Italy is the #1 DXCC to the United States on most ham bands. So I would think that might still be true today. I mean, back then, as it is today, Italy is very easy to get on almost every HF band. So Italy and Gary. And just make a plug for 220. Everybody, if we don't use it, we'll lose it. So get 220 moving and come around and see us. I know this is a bigger net, but at least get onto your local 220 frequency, local 220 repeater, and keep it going. KE8GKO, back to net, Dustin.
All right, Jody. Well, great to hear you out there. It's been a long time, but we're glad to hear you. And 220 is fun there. Unfortunately, my radio bit the dust, so I'm going to have to get another one and play some 220 one of these days. But we'll say 73. We'll have to catch up sometime, and we'll catch you on down the log. This is KD8EPC. We're at the bottom of the list, and we're looking for check-ins for the Beacon Net. Please call now. Oh boy, we don't like awkward pauses. It might be a short one here. We'll make one more call for check-ins before we go up and talk to the net control team. Please call now.
November 5, America, Quebec, Mike, and 5AQM, Mike in Chandler, Arizona. I'll be in and out.
All right, Mike, we got you in and out there. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll say 73. Well, let's go back up here to the top. Let's talk to our master of pre-shows and logging this evening. KE8VZA, Eric, how you doing, and what's your trivia answers?
KD8EPC in the group, KE8VZA here. Trivia. I'm also going to go with Italy. I'm going to go Alpha. And I'm going to choose Nick for the alt trivia, so Bravo. Alpha and Bravo. Doing well today, had a late night at work. Did get out in time to catch the tail end of the food net. K8AGW was net control station tonight. And so I actually hit 4 nets tonight, counting this one. Barometer, boredom breaker, food net, and the beacon net. So there you have it. The Norris Ham Fest was a big success this past Sunday over at Lorain County Community College. We sold 201 tickets, and we oversold vendor tables. We had to squeeze a few tables in corners and in a couple other spaces, and we were able to make that happen. And a good time was had by all, or at least that's what they tell me. Anyway, I had a good time. It was good to see a lot of the people up there, some eyeball QSOs, and good weather this week. That's a welcome change, even if it'll kind of change back somewhat next week. We'll take it. Anyway, Alpha and Bravo trivia, KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right there, Eric. Well, good things. And yeah, it was good to hear you earlier and now. So twice today for us. That's really cool there. Thanks for doing everything you do. We really appreciate it. Have yourself a great evening, my friend. Let's go see if Just Nick is still with us. KD8SLG, you hanging in there?
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Dustin and all the Beacon netizens. I'm here. Oh, let's start with trivia. I like Italy for the first one. Can always seem to find those guys out there. And we'll go with Gary for the second one. I think that was a very popular name in the 50s. with one spelling or another. What else is going on? Oh, dudes are due. There's that. And just chilling tonight. And it's fun listening to the Beacon Net. I understand why people keep coming back. It's good hearing you, Dustin. We'll talk to you later on. KD8SLG, back to net control.
I'll tell you what, Nick, we can't wait to have you back here. I know we've all been waiting for you to come back, so get to healing up, and we'll talk to you there again real soon. I'm going to go with A&D for mine, too. Why not? And let's talk to Nick at night now. KEQKO, how you doing, Nick?
Hey, good evening, Dustin. Good evening, everybody on the net. I'm going to start trivia. I actually believe it was France was the first contact. I don't know why. I just remember that maybe being right. And, of course, can't go wrong. Nick is always the right answer. He really, some people like the great state of Oklahoma, but really they should go with the great David Nick. So that's got to be the answer. Aside from that, not a lot going on. Took my son. He decided he wants to wrestle in high school, so I went and had the initial meeting there. And they talked about what it's going to look like throughout the year for conditioning and the actual season. So we'll see how that goes for him. And, just other than that, just kind of working and getting stuff done. So not really a lot else to add. But that, I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. KEQKO.
All right, Nick. Well, you're sounding good, and it's good to have you with us tonight. We're going to say 73 to you, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's see here. Josh, WHRF, just give me your main trivia answer real quick.
Gonna go with Bravo, England, Bravo, W8HRF.
All right, very good there. Let's go to Miss Lucy now, K8YUK. Give us your comments, then break and give us the trivia answer.
KD8APC, K8YUK. Good evening, everyone. It has been a long day, not a bad day, a long day, full day. I decided that instead of sleeping in, I should actually wake up like a good human being and do stuff, which was a poor decision later on, as I later fell asleep on the couch while Betty was awake. I am still not sure what all she did, but I can't find any evidence of actual broken things, so that's a positive. Nor did she leave the house, so that's also a positive. We stayed home. I finally did the mountain of dishes. I've been managing to alternate with dishwasher loads to avoid having to do a lot of the dishes by hand, but it was finally too much, so I broke down and did that while she was asleep so that she did not, quote-unquote, help, because, oh boy, nothing slows down dishes like having a 2-year-old mad at you for not keeping the water on constantly so she can pour it into cups and then spill the cups on the be completely baffled why she is soaking wet. How did this happen? We went outside. We saw some trucks taking down a tree, which she very much liked to the degree that when they left, she cried. What else did we do? Mostly housework. Can't really think of anything else. That nap in the middle of the day really threw me off. And I finally got back my iPad mini. There's a longer story behind it, but long story short, I won it in a raffle against all odds. And I used it as a phone for a good half of my college years before I actually got a phone, handed it off to my brother, kind of forgot about it, recently refound it, tried to get into it, realized he changed the password. Not a single person in my family remembered what the password was. I got locked out. Side note, I think one of the things Betty did while I was asleep was try her hand at guessing it, because I had more attempts to guess the password than I didn't do. I think she filled in for me. So I finally just broke that down, had to reset the whole darn thing. Now I'm dealing with the modern Apple apps trying to upload music. It's not uploading all my music. Really frustrating, really fed up. Don't go with Apple. It's annoying. All right, that's pretty much my tangent. I will drop it and give you tonight's main trivia. K8YUK returning with the answer to main trivia. So the question was, which was the first European country to make a two-way contact with U.S. hams? A, Italy, B, England, C, France, or D, Portugal? The answer is C, France. Josh didn't get it. The station was owned by Leon Deloy, F8AB. I'm really glad Josh did encourage me to look further into this because I had his call sign as 8AB, and I didn't think anything of it, and I also learned much more about it. So anyway, Leon was actually a French sports shooter, and he competed in 2 events at the 1924 Summer Olympics. Completely unrelated to the Olympics, in 1921, he obtained authorization to install an amateur shortwave broadcasting station, namely with the call sign F8AB. On November 27th, 1923, please notice that it is, 2 years after he first got his license, the first worldwide transatlantic transmission was finally achieved between Hartford, Connecticut, and Nietzsche, France. I think it's Nietzsche, but that's actually a philosopher. Don't trust me on that. Anyway, on shortwaves, it was 100 to 195 meters wavelengths by Fred H. Schnell, who was U1MO, and Leon himself. This opened the way to the use of shortwaves discovered by quote-unquote radio amateurs to other users, namely in the public or military domain. For his role as pioneer in the discovery of the use of shortwaves, he obtained the Legion of Honor. And I believe he died in 1969. So, very interesting story there. That's your main trivia. I'll pass it back to you, Dustin. KE8YUK. Good night. God bless everybody.
All right, 73 there, Lucy, and thanks again for doing the main trivia for us, and we'll look forward to your next one there. Let's go over here to W8HRF. Josh, go ahead and give us your comments, and then give us the alternate trivia answer.
KD8EPC, W8HRF. Good evening, everybody, again. I'm just sitting here, been in the blue screen a little bit, and the last little bit here I've been starting our taxes. It's a lot easier to do this year because I think last year we had 7 W-2s. That was a lot. It helps when you only have 2 jobs now, I guess. So, anyways, I'll work on that, and that should be good. What else is going on? Not too much else. I mentioned the POTA activity coming up in May. I'm excited about that. It's a lot easier to explain in person to people as opposed to trying to lay it out in text, but hopefully my emails make some semblance of sense. So, and the website hopefully makes some semblance of sense. Clubs can just they can participate by just activating a park, or if they want to get more involved, we'll try to do some special operating activities, like maybe finding a time frame where all of us who are interested will try to do satellite contacts, or try to do maybe a 2-hour time frame of NVIS contacts with each other, or maybe even try some simplex stuff, maybe some digital simplex stuff on FM. Don't know. We'll see where this takes us. It's going to be an adventure. We're gonna find out. And then a month later, we're gonna have field day, which is also going to be awesome. So that's where my mind's been out lately. I'm gonna let this drop and read alternate trivia. All right, tonight's alternate trivia again. According to the United States Social Security Administration, which of the following names was in the top 15 baby names for boys in the 1950s? Your options were Joshua, Nick, Alan, or Gary, the rubber chicken. The answer is Delta, Gary. That name comes in 12th place in the list for that decade, followed by Eric in. These were not options, but I figured I'd do it for all of the net controllers that Eric is in 74th place for that decade. Alan is 78th, and Joshua and Nick and Dustin are not in the top 200. So, and Cornwall Bean apparently is not a name according to the Social Security Administration, but what the heck do they know? Gary was incredibly popular in the 1950s, peaking in 1954 after Gary Cooper received his Best Actor Academy Award for his leading role in High Noon. It can be broken down into two components from Old Frankish, I guess. The first I'm going to try to pronounce, but it means spear or pike or javelin, followed by the second part, which is kingly or royal. Very fitting for our president of the Sarah Club. The name Joshua finds its roots in ancient Hebrew language and holds a significant meaning denoting God is my salvation. Nick is derived from the Greek element Nike, meaning victory, and Laos, meaning people. So this kind of conveys the meaning victory of the people. It's kind of cool. And Allen is a Celtic surname originating in Ireland. It's common in Scotland, Wales, England. The variation of the surname McAllen may be derived from two separate sources. The first one, also not going to try to pronounce, from Irish or Scottish Gaelic, which means little rock and harmony, but it can also be derived from Celtic, I don't know how to say this, Celtic Aluin, which means handsome, anyways. So we can rag on Alan about his name on Sunday. Let me drive to this real quick. And let's see, for Dustin, its origins in the English language can be traced back to Norse mythology, derived from the combination of Old Norse elements Thur, meaning Thor, and the powerful god of thunder and lightning, and Stein, which means stone. So I guess Dustin translates to Thor's stone. And Eric finds its origins in the Scandinavian region and holds the meaning of always ruler. So there you go. That was kind of fun. Anyways, I'm going to turn it back to you, Dustin. The answer was Delta, Gary, and we'll say 7-3 all. And have a good Wednesday night. Catch you all next time. W8HRF, back to net control.
All right there, Josh. Well, thanks for another wonderful alternate trivia, and thanks for all of that wonderful information there. We really do appreciate it. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. We're at the bottom of the list, and we're going to make another call here for check-in. Station's waiting to check in. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. This is the last and final call for check-ins for the Beacon Net. Please call now. All right, nothing else heard. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and the Beacon Net crew, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset of PL tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY at -R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK at -R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is KD8EPC returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.
KD8YUK, KD0KDW.
K0KDW, KE8YUK. What's up, Brett?
W8WK.
How did you like that response to what Betty did during your nap?
Thanks for doing the net.
The most
This
expensive
is
Easter egg hunt in my life, if that's the
signing out.
truth.
Hey, Dustin, or EPC, that was WYQX is coming through Newberry. So he sometimes even has a hard time getting to the Newberry machine. KSFQV. WYQX, correct? WYQX. And it's W3YQX. That, and I can't. I know your name. My brain is mentally blocking it. I know it. KCFQV. W3YQX. Yeah, Butch. Now, as soon as you said that, yeah, Butch. WYQX. KCFQV.
We'll try this again. KE8YUK, KA0KDW. I was going to see how you liked that response on the blue screen to what Betty did during your nap today.
KA0KDW, KE8YUK. Yeah, I said that if that's the case, then I'll have to go on the most expensive Easter egg hunt of my whole life.
Yeah, I think when you had responded, the 5 station cleared out, so. But I figured you'd enjoy that, so. Unfortunately, I don't think any of that would be sent my way, though, so. There you go. Y'all have a good night.
If she hit it well enough, it wouldn't be sent anybody's way, because I guarantee she'd forget where she put it. Have a good night, Brad. KE8YUK, I'll be clear.
KA0KDW, I'll be disconnecting my repeater.
Hey, Eric or Dustin, the one you weren't able to hear, he's coming through Newberry, and that Butch, or Bruce or Butch, W3YQX. That was the one you kept trying to hear. That is W3YQX.
KC8FQV, KE8VZA. Thanks, Mark. I got it. Appreciate that. I was hoping somebody would suggest that he use phonetics. We may have gotten it that way, but we finally got it. So all is good. Thanks, Mark. KE8VZA.
All right, yeah. He was coming through Newberry, and he's out in Greenville, Pennsylvania.
All right. Well, he was definitely making the trip and not doing too badly there. But cool. Thanks, Mark. KE8VZA.
Yeah, he's many times he gets into the trivia net in the morning on 9-4, or I'm trying to think, between the two, because sometimes we have to switch back and forth between 9-4 or 015 at 9-4 decides to have some hiccups. These machines like having their hiccups sometimes. So, hey, I'll let you go, Eric, and KCFQV.
All right, very good, Mark. You have a good evening. This is KE8VZA. We're going to be clear.
All right, good net. KCFQV.